being turned away by other countries. G20. We're busy playing games. I'm gonna work today. G20, G20, wherever you turn, TV, radio. The hell is this G20 thing? Well, you're about to find out. Oh, it is absolutely gorgeous out today. We gotta go to the lake. We just got to. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. It is so beautiful out. I do not want to work today. I find it hard to focus. I've been goofing off all day, to be honest with you. Sitting at my desk, looking at stuff. And then, you know, everything I was looking at this morning just kept coming back the same. G20, G20. What's going on? Everybody's got an opinion. What the hell are they talking about? Does it even do what it's supposed to anymore? About what? How? Why? G20? The heck do they mean? Why is it such a big deal? Who's involved? Well, let me break it down for you. The G20 is a cartel of nations. Actually, 19 nations and the EU all involved. They control 2/3 of the world economy. It was created to help struggling countries do better and get fair treatment in the world trade. See, unfortunately, you may have heard, but big countries like to bully little countries and really screw up their economy. They really do a hit job on the trade. See, when you don't have resources and your neighbor does, he doesn't have to be as fair with you as you would hope he would be. So, G20 is born. All these nations get together once a year, discuss fair trade policies. It's what they're supposed to be doing. Help each other, bolster, better trade deals and easier economics so everybody can prosper. You know what I mean? But like everything else, we love gossip. So right now, instead of focusing on economic summit and trade, it's more of the Inquirer of finance. You have Donald Trump over there with a MAGA hat on, telling people, tariff for you, tariff for you, tariff for you. They're scaring the crap out of everybody with that garbage. Then you got Xi Jinping, my buddy there from China, that wanted to go there and act like, I ain't afraid of you, we ain't afraid of you, I tariff you back. But, much to his dismay, his entourage from Hong Kong has followed him. So he's been too busy fighting off protesters. They decided to come and camp out in front of the summit, where the summits are taking place in the hotels. And the protesters from Hong Kong want to be sure that the world knows they are not comfortable with what China is doing to them. But it's funny to watch because the almost self-imposed new emperor of China, Mr. Xi Jinping, he seems to act like it's his entourage. He's been telling the media, oh, you gotta worry, them guys follow me everywhere. That's my crew. So he hasn't had time to play with Trump. Well, fight, play, whatever you want to call it. Make bigger names for themselves. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Holy moly. Did you see the size of that fish? I think it was a carp. At first I thought it was a, oh man, catfish. Sorry, had a momentary lapse. Thinking fish too much. I thought it was a catfish. But then when I got up close, it's a carp. And he was big, man. He had to be, I don't know if you can tell from the pictures, but I would say 10 pounds. I mean, it was big as my arm. That was cool. While Donald Trump and the leader of China played tough guy, some of the other countries got together and decided to get some work done. And it's actually something we were just discussing the other day and happens to be very beneficial for everyone. So while Trump and Xi Jinping and Merkel and a bunch of them were busy playing games, the rest of the accord was passing a law, passing an agreement that they're going to reduce plastic in the environment, that they want to help reduce all the plastic that's going into the oceans now, with the problem at this point of almost 150 tons of plastic going into the ocean each year and over 1 million deaths due to it, to marine life. They have all decided in accord together to pass what they call the Reduce Plastic Litter Agreement. Bravo, rest of the world. I'm glad to see you're not caught up in trying to be a superstar or a tough guy, and you actually went there and solved some problems. Not like my good buddy from Brazil, Mr. Bolsonaro. See, he must have been the guy that was supposed to bring the party. Don't know if you heard about this, but this part of the G20 is easily the most entertaining. You see my good friend, President and Supreme Leader of Brazil, Mr. Bolsonaro? Well, him and his entourage ran into a couple of problems. Seems as though one of his Air Force officers that was flying on the second plane forgot that he had, I don't know, 39 kilos, it's about 86 pounds here in America, of cocaine with him that they were bringing to the G20 summit. I mean, maybe they thought, peace through party, something like that. Maybe they were responsible for bringing the goodies. I don't know. It just goes to show you what goes on there. So Bolsonaro is letting the person be detained in Spain. What happened was they landed in Spain for a little stopover. I don't know if that means, drop off, pick up, but evidently they got outed there in Spain. And when the Spanish police went through the cockpit and the storage area of the aircraft, they were surprised to find a high-ranking Air Force officer from the Brazilian Army carrying almost 40 kilograms of cocaine in his bag. Even their vice president there has admitted the man must be a massive professional mule with, cojones of steel, because you're going to an international peace summit and you're carrying 40 kilos with you of top-grade Brazilian coke. I don't know. Maybe they're jealous. They don't want everybody to think Colombia is the shit. But that's what goes on, my friends. That's what our good friends from Brazil were supplying. Like I said, maybe it was their job to bring the party. I don't know. What does this all mean to you? Oh, I'm afraid not much. Even the wonderful passing of the Ocean Accord, when I think about it, is probably a very hollow promise. They've made these kind of promises to reduce plastic and emissions in the past. They've been doing this since, let me think, 1989, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say it was 89, but it could be 99. All I know is that we've got a lot of promises out of these accords in the past. The G20 used to be the G8, then became the G19, which they converted to the G20. And we pay for it. Your leaders, my leaders, they go there. We send them on the planes. We pay for the hotel rooms. They're supposed to be making trade deals. Meanwhile, most of them are just massaging their egos and, flexing their muscles. Sad when there's so many things to be dealt with. When you look at the economy of Venezuela or Greece or even Italy, they need this. They need this G20 to be serious business instead of it being a media fest for the leader of Germany, the leader of the United States, the leader of China, to get out there and look like they got the biggest guns or they're flexing the most muscle. I mean, quite frankly, I'm tired of paying for all that myself. At least we all agreed unanimously that you know, the ocean is getting monstrously polluted, and that plastic is causing the deaths of millions of aquatic and foul life along the ocean front. So, you know, hopefully in my lifetime, but maybe in my grandchildren's lifetime, we'll see that turned around completely, where they'll be like, oh man, one time they had this thing and they made this deal and they stuck to it, and wow, look how beautiful our oceans are. Look how wonderful our planet is. G20, it went away because trade became fair and even all around the planet, and everybody was able to prosper and do well and feed their citizens, and, you know, such great advancements that we finally reached utopia. I hate to lie to you, that ain't happening anytime soon, but, you know, as long as you keep living the dream, it's possible. Anyway, you know what happens in this part of the video. This is where I ask you, what do you think? G20, worth your time? Worth your country's money? You know, like that it dominates the news cycle for the next week? Or is it just a big another BS standoff? I got the biggest guns in town. Tariff for you. No tariff back to you. And nothing gets done, right? Refugees still starving all around the planet, being turned away by other countries even though there's an accord. Do we still pay farmers in the future to not grow crops, even though I just read a report today that, you know, 1 in 6 children go to bed hungry every night? I think we better stop paying the farmers to not grow food and come up with a better system of giving this food away somehow without it hurting their bottom line. But man, we have the technology to feed everyone. We have for decades, and we still hold back. Don't want to go there. That's going to be a whole separate video I'm about to blow up on, because the amount of money my country subsidizes farmers to not grow food, and then I hear farmers that are pissed because they want to work the land. It's got an end. It's got to come to an end. We got to find a way to make this work, to let farmers farm, food be distributed, and money be made. But I'm getting off track. G20. Tired of hearing about it? I certainly am, and they're just getting going. But let me know in the comments down below. Wasting your money, wasting your time, or definitely a powerhouse. We couldn't get by without it. We have to have it. You let me know. That's what was picking at my brain today. I had to share that with someone, and you guys are always my best friends, and I love sharing nothing more than everything with you. So, that being the case, y'all know how we do it. Comment, like, subscribe, it's down there. Hit that notification button, that bell-looking thing in the corner. You'll always get to see this wonderful face, and we'll talk things over. We'll discuss what's going on in your world and mine and try to make it a better place. Love ya. See y'all all tomorrow.